Well, hello and welcome back. I'm hoping that you all had a restful and lovely half term, and welcome back. This is our first maths lesson for this term. This is Monday the 22nd of February. So this term we're going to be looking at 3D. Well, this next week we're going to be looking at 3D shapes. We're going to be naming them, describing them, sorting them. So very similar to what we were doing before half term, looking at 2D shapes. This time we're looking at 3D shapes, but you will need your knowledge of 2D shapes to help you with some of the work that we're going to be doing this week. So let's just very quickly, I'm going to rub those off, hope you didn't see that. We're very quickly going to have a little go at these. So here, see if you can work out what is 1 more than 29. Got a number track there. What is 4 10s and 3 1s? We've got you've got to use these symbols. So remember, this is smaller than, less than, more than, greater than, or the same as, comparing these two numbers, and then looking at this pattern, what comes next. So pause the video here and have a little go at that. So I'm hoping that you looked at the number line here and you went 1 more than 29 is 30. We've got 4 10s and 3 1s. What's 4 10s is 40 and 3 1s is 3. So that is 40. So we write the 4 10s and 3 1s, 43. Comparing 12 and 15, looking at it, they're both 2-digit numbers, but I know by looking at the ones here, I know that 2 is smaller than the 5. So I know that 12 then is smaller than or less than 15. And looking at my pattern, I've got apple, pear, pear, apple, pear, pear, apple, pear, pear. So I'm going to draw a pear, not very well though. Okay, brilliant. I'm sure you got on really well with that. Okay, let's move forward. So we are also going to, I'm just going to mix these up. Probably notice I had to redo this video and I've got to reset the thing. Never mind. Okay, so we're just going to name these shapes. So I'm going to, obviously I can't hear you, but I'm going to touch the shape and move it, and then it would be good if you could just say the shape. So what's this one? Okay, what about this one? What's this one? This one, this one, and this one. Okay, so let's name them. So this one is a hexagon. Then we have got a square. Remember, it's not a diamond, it's just what we call, it's to do with the orientation. That means the way that it is shown, the way that it is placed. It's sort of on its side a little bit, but you normally might see a square like that. It's the same with the rectangle here. So we've got a rectangle, we've got a triangle, we've got a pentagon, and we've got a circle. Brilliant. Okay, well done. So as I say, we will use some of those when we're going on. Okay, so here we've matched the shape. So these are our 3D shapes. So we've got some real life 3D shapes here, and then obviously I've got them here as drawings. So I'm going to go over the names. Don't worry if you don't remember them just yet, but we're hoping that by the end of this lesson that you are beginning to name the 3D shapes. So we've got a cone here. So I'm going to match my cone and my cone. This is a sphere. Okay, this is a cylinder. We've got a triangular prism. We've got a pyramid, or sometimes some people might say square-based pyramid. We've got a cube, and we've got a cuboid. Okay. So it's just sort of beginning to think about those names. You may know some of those names already. So we're just going to go over them again and thinking about, and this is the words for them. So we've got here a triangular prism. So prism, not a prison where we're sending people away, bad people away, a prism. So triangular prism. We've got a cylinder. Now that's a naughty word because it sounds like it should start with an S, but it doesn't. We've got a cone. We've got a cuboid. We've got a cube. We've got a square-based pyramid, or I want to say pyramid, and a sphere. Sphere is very difficult to say. My little boy used to say sphere, but it's not. It's sphere. Quite tricky sounds there. Okay, so once more, triangular prism, cylinder, cone, cuboid, cube, square base pyramid, sphere. Okay, don't worry if you're not remembering those names. As I say, as the week goes on, then hopefully you should start remembering them. Okay, so here, should have really reset my video, never mind. So here, this is asking us to think about which is the odd one out. Okay, so again, it's just getting you to think about the names of the shapes. So we've got here, so we know obviously that this one is the odd one out. We've got two cylinders, and this is a cuboid. So that one is the odd one out. Okay, and go here very quickly. We can see that already, but hopefully you've seen. Again, I'm just trying to get you to think about the name. So when you're talking about this with your parents, you're saying, oh, I know that this one is the odd one out because this is a sphere and the other two are pyramids. Okay, brilliant. So thinking about this one here, so this says that Henry has collected these shapes. Now he says that all these shapes are a sphere. He's saying that they're all like this, a sphere. Is he correct? Explain your answer. So have a little think about that. Are they all spheres? And you're going to say, no, because this one is a cylinder. Those two are spheres, even though they're different sizes, they're still spheres and they're different colours. But this one doesn't look like those at all. This is a cylinder. Okay, so your work this morning is to go on a shape hunt around your house. Can you find any of those 3D shapes in your house? You're obviously not going to look like that, but objects in your house that are a cylinder, so that could be something like a toilet roll. Something that's a cuboid, if you remember from that beginning, was a tissue box. Have you got any other boxes or anything that's a cuboid shape? Have you got anything in your house that's a cube shape? What about a cone? What about a sphere? Spheres, where you might have balls, different types of balls you might have in your house. And then this is an extension, also a bit of a challenge, because you may not have these. I was trying to think in my house. I don't think I've got anything in my house that's a pyramid shape. I did have something that was a triangular prism. That was like that Toblerone, but that got eaten. So have a think. You might be lucky. You might have some of those in there. So that's just a little bit of an extension. So that's your silver activity. Your gold activity, again, is just looking again at these. Which shape is the odd one out? Okay, looking at them, which is, think about naming the shapes. Can you name the shapes? Which is the odd one out? And again here it's saying that these shapes below are labelled, but there's a mistake. Can you spot the mistake? Which one is not labelled correctly? And then here, James, like Henry, has collected some shapes. He says he's got cuboids. Are they all cuboids? Okay, so you might want to pause the video here, and then I'll move on with the answers. So I haven't obviously given answers for the silver because everybody's going to find some different things around their house, but these are the answers for the gold and the platinum challenge if you had a go at those. I'm hoping that you had fun, and I'm hoping that you did manage to find lots of things in your house that are 3D shaped.